So I'm here with Tim Gorham, the winner of the first ever Torrent of Fire Invitational. Congratulations, Tim.
Thanks.
So tell us a little bit about your list. It was unique in this field because it brought a lot of different pieces.
Yeah, I think it's a little unique to the way I play 40K. I think that's why you don't really see it a lot. So it's Space Marines, Iron Hands, allied with Ultramarines, allied with Inquisitor.
Sure. So why do you bring Ultramarines? Tigurius, right?
So I want to bring Tigurius, and then actually he has the built-in reroll your reserve roll,
right,
which is clutch in some games when I don't get Squire Gaze.
Right.
And in that detachment, I have a squad of Legion of the Damned, which is nice to bring them in or out when I want.
So you must be excited about the Legion of the Damned Codex.
Yeah, yeah. So
we'll see how it works.
Run 4 books.
Right. So you played some tough games. You played in the finals Matt DeFranza, who just won the Renaissance Man at Nova.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that game? It was a good game.
Oh, it was ridiculous. I got some really lucky things happen. Which is, you need that in any game against any good player. His list is outstanding.
Yeah, it's tough to fight the Eldar jet bikes, right?
Yes, especially when he gets the second turn.
Yeah.
You know, and I got the powers I needed, and the dice were on my side, and I don't think I made any huge mistakes. I did one on the placement late in the game, but it didn't end up hurting me. So
I'm sure the internet will tell you every little mistake you made, right?
Yeah.
What did you think about when you saw his placement when you had your orbital bombardments? Were you excited about that? Did you think he had an option to not be in that position? Was it a mistake on his part?
Not really, because I had ignored cover. I thought he was going to go under the shield, and maybe he could tank some wounds with the Baron, something like this, but then he would have been pinned into that side, and I would have been able to save my orbital bombardments to use on his troop squads,
right?
Which is just as important.
Yes, I agree.
You know, so I don't think his deployment was terrible. I understand what he was doing,
sure,
and it definitely stretched me. So he had his potential for his strength 10, which is really bad against my army. Good for him, bad for me. So I had to be cognizant of the angles and the distances there, and that's why we were really slowly in the middle turns of the game. It's really important for me to not get just blinked out.
Yeah, yeah. You got to keep your Centurions alive, keep that unit alive.
Yeah.
So what'd you think of the format? Yes, and your chapter master. What'd you think of the format and the mission styles? We tried to bring in a mission from a lot of the major tournaments, plus one of the new independent mission catalog missions. What'd you think of the mission structure?
I thought it was great. Yeah. I'm a big fan of any mission with multiple ways to win. I think it's very important in 40K. That gives a player different ways to interact with the game and win.
Absolutely. Different paths to victory.
Yeah, and you know, my game against the Flying Demons ended up winning on First Blood.
That game was crazy.
It was crazy. So it was a 2-1, we both had Linebreaker, but it gives people ways to win. It gave him a way to win, it gives me a way to win.
Right.
My very first game against Nids, I was actually kind of worried about that game.
Yeah.
It ended up going my way because I got everything I needed, but because he could camp the objectives in theory.
Yeah, with the Gaunts and the Termagants spawning more Gaunts.
Yeah, and I can't really kill that many a turn, so that
your grab's not going to be very effective against their 6-up save.
No, against his monster creatures, yes, but against Gaunts, not really.
Yeah, do you think if you played Justin Cook's list that was all Gaunts, it would have been more challenging?
In that mission?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I would have had to play for 9 to 9 because I would assume that he was going to get 9.
Yeah, right. 3 turns sitting on the 3 objectives.
Right, and try and win on the other conditions.
Sure.
Which is what I kind of think of through every game.
Well, congratulations again. You great victories. You had a very difficult road.
Yeah, it was tough.
And, thanks for coming so far for the tournament.
Okay, thanks. Just want to mention, you know, we play in Chicago with the AWC League. It's a monthly tournament run by Alan and Mitch.
Awesome.
That's where we get our practice, and you know, Alan was here in this tournament. I just want to thank you for running it.
Absolutely.
It was extremely well run. The field here was ridiculous, and you know, it was just a great tournament. And I think everything, all the terrain and all the missions were fair, and you know, I think it was extremely well run.
Thank you very much. You know, first ever, and hopefully many more.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks again.